We're going to check it on Wednesday no matter what, so it needs to be ASAP.
I have exactly one piece left. You're very lucky.
Today the 17th.
Yes.
Alrighty, so we're going to start with questions on 11.1. Anybody got anything on 11.1? That's a negative. How about 11.2?
Yeah.
Yo. 9 on 11.2. Alrighty, so this is 11.2, number 9, and it says what? What is the probability that a randomly selected customer would order their fish grilled? Okay, so basically what you're going to find, and if I look at this, I want the probability that it is grilled and fish, correct?
Yes.
Okay, now what I got to do is I got to go to that diagram that's right back here, correct? So let me pull that diagram out. So we're talking right here. Okay, so look. Here is all my fish orders, correct?
Correct.
This 15% though are the fish that were what? Fried. So if I want fish and grilled, that's got to be whatever is.
Just this?
No, just this 30%.
Oh, I got that. Because it's fish and fried, and the left is like fried chicken.
Yeah, this is fried. This is all things that were fried. Fried anything. Yeah.
35%.
Let's see.
The outside.
Yeah, the outside's 35. Well, that would have been the chicken that wasn't fried.
Yeah. That's what
Yeah. Yo, Snyder. Shh. Is that like a challenge or? 13 on 11.2? Yeah. So it says, use the Venn diagram to the right to answer questions. So I want 13. I want A union B. So that's really A what? A or B, right? So I've got to cover pretty much everything that is in A or B. So I got ship.
You just list them all out.
I got bus.
That's why.
I got airplane. I got boat. Now, it won't include those because they're also in C, right?
Yeah.
And then it should be shoe and desk. Ooh, wait a minute. No, it would. You're right, because there's still A or B, yeah. So then it would be camel and canoe and car and computer and crayon. So it should be everything in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
I have a random question.
Yeah, just list the words.
On it, it says set B is man-made items. Isn't a ship and a bus also man-made?
Yeah, I know.
I noticed that.
Okay, but
I mean, in
these
this
are
case,
man.
obviously-
Yeah, I don't know. I
I
didn't.
mean, obviously they're trying to do that.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know, but you're right. That was.
I looked at it.
Yeah. Just answer the question based
Yeah.
upon, whoever drew. I'm sure they just copied this off of some site.
yeah.
Whoever put it together obviously wasn't paying really good attention. Yeah.
Can you do 11?
11?
Yeah.
What is the probability that a randomly selected person, so I need this again, right, would choose fish or fried? Now remember, we're or here, right? Fish or fried. So I got to go back and say, my total fish was what? Technically, oh, but that's fish and fried, right? It wants fish or fried, isn't it? What number am I answering here?
11.
11?
So, it'd be
So
anything
let's
but
see.
outside, right?
fish or fried. So it's going to be fish or fried.
Would it be
Technically, yeah, it's all but the outside. So wouldn't that be just 100? So I would have just went,
65?
yeah, I would have went 100 minus 35 gives me everything that would have been fish or fried. What? 11.
Wait,
So it should have been 65%, right?
I thought it said like fried corn. Actually, never mind. Dumb question. I got it.
Yeah, they said it backwards. Up here they said fish or fried. Down here they said fried or fish. Technically the same thing. And then to shade that would have been everything. Inside, inside the circles anyway.
can you go to 25? Just go look at it. I put a star by it, but I forgot what it was.
You had to finish the two-way table?
Yeah, I don't do
Okay.
25. I don't do that.
Okay. That's it?
I think I just did it all wrong.
Alrighty. Well, I'd go back and look at that. Alrighty. So, we are going to start 10-3. Depends. Sorry, 11-3. I'm going to teach 11-3, and then we'll see if I like what I'm hearing. Then we'll go on to 11-4.
Are we still going to 12?
I'm hoping to get to a little bit, but we got to get the final in as well. So
Does it matter if we don't?
probably Monday or Tuesday.
Oh, the Tuesday then?
Yeah. So for you guys, would that be Tuesday?
Wait, we're supposed to get through 2 more units?
Yeah, but we're not gonna.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, does it matter?
That's
So are we going to do 5 or something?
Well,
Are they really similar?
I wouldn't say it deprives you of anything. It just doesn't give you an advantage.
Will we do a final for unit 11 then?
Why don't we just do a unit?
No, we won't test. Yeah,
Just this?
Yeah.
Just go through as much as we can.
yeah.
So are we reviewing on Friday?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't know that we will review that way. I will probably give you one to look at and do, but as far as spending a ton of time on it, no.
Just not a review day.
That'll be the final, the cumulative final. Yeah, we will not test on this unit.
And then are we like done with assignments after that?
No, we still have matrices, which was unit 12 to cover.
But that'll be after the final.
So we have like
Yeah, we will. You need to understand that I get paid to teach. So I will probably teach until I physically don't have any time to teach. Does that mean I can't teach anything? Again, what was I talking about? What did you just say?
You were telling us what you were gonna teach.
Teach, yeah.
Not that we had assignments on those.
Well, you'll have assignments.
But it doesn't matter if you do them?
Well,
I mean, it benefits yourself.
I mean,
It's smart idea.
no, that's actually a great question, Preston. So let's look at it this way. So when you go on to your next math class, which for most of you is going to be secondary 3 honors, right? Yeah. Would you want to be ahead or behind? Ahead, right? Yeah. Well, if I can spend an extra day teaching, whether I put it on your grade or not, is that going to make you better ahead for next year or behind?
Better.
Yeah. Yeah, so what?
I'm gonna be completely honest, I'll probably forget.
Well, yeah,
Instead of being foreign.
but I know that when you get to it next year, you'll be able to say exactly what she's pointing out is that, oh, I've seen this before. Might you know how to do it all? No.
That's true.
But at least it's going to be somewhat, oh, wait, yeah, I've seen this before. You're welcome. I try really hard. Okay. I actually just got done teaching my last chemistry class.
Aw.
Yeah, it was hard. Very hard. So let's try to get through this.
Wait, why was it last?
Because they take their finals, and half of them are seniors.
Okay.
So that was the last time I was going to teach any of those kids. Yeah. All righty, so it is 5:17 again. This is SM2H unit 11.3. And this is fourth period. And our objective is going to be able to properly. What are you guys talking about? What are you guys talking about? Be able to properly calculate probability. Okay, same idea that we've been talking about before. Now, what we're going to do is let's just do one of these. That way it'll reduce your workload by one big question. Yeah, let's do that. Okay? So, no, we're going to actually do this. I'm going to use this question to teach it. Let's do it that way. And that way it'll save you like 8 questions, 9 questions, 10 questions. And that'll allow us to get through 11.4 as well. Okay, so it says in the college math department there are 225 male students, of which 175 are full-time. There are 200 female students, 75 which are part-time. Label your Venn diagram. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of go through a process of how you would solve one of these, okay? So what we need to do is we need to go and see if we can figure out this two-way table. Now, anybody know any of these numbers already? Yeah, so what?
425 is the total.
Okay, so my total, where did you get that 425 from?
200 plus 220.
Yeah, there's 225 male, there's 200 female, there's my 425. Okay? Somebody else, tell me what else we know about this table.
You know the total amount of male are 225.
I know that male is what? 225, so I can come right over here and I go 225. And then 175 are female, and you need to check and make sure this does what?
No,
175 is full-time males.
Oh.
Full-time is male.
Did you say 175?
we did.
For male, for full-time.
Oh, you just said on a different line. Gotcha. So over here should be where my 175 goes. Gotcha. This should actually be 200. Why? Why do we know that wasn't going to be 175?
Because it has to equal 4.
Yeah, it had to be 425, right? So kind of a dead giveaway there, right? So then what else do we know?
Female part-time is 75.
Female part-time is 75. Do we need any other numbers? No, we got everything we need, right? So what's going to go here? 50. What's going to go here?
125.
This is a 7, right?
Oh.
Yeah, I knew it looked like a 2, so 125, right? So then this is what, 300? 300 plus 125, and that gets me my 425, right?
Nice.
Alrighty, so, and in doing that, didn't we basically answer 10 and 11 already? Yeah. Now, this is where we gotta look at the data. So, was it, never mind, it wasn't you, somebody else, okay? No, there was just a question on this, but it wasn't Snyder, it was Smedley, I think. So, I need to answer this. I need the probability that it is male and full-time, right? So I'm just going to go figure out which box gives me the male and full-time.
175.
Well, but now I need probability, so what am I going to do with that? Yeah, I'm going to take my 175 and I'm going to divide it by my total students, and I'm going to go 175 divided by 425, and I get what out?
41.1.
So 41%, okay? Female and part-time. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know why I wrote part-time. Or read part-time, because it clearly says full-time. And that's going to be,
125.
yeah, 125 over 425, which is what?
29%.
29%, okay? And then female and part-time
17.6%.
is 75 over 425, which is what?
17.6%.
So we'll go 18%. That way saves us having to worry about a bunch of decimals, right?
Do you
Okay.
want us rounding to the nearest percentage number?
On all of these, they have them rounded to the nearest, yeah. Just go to the nearest 1%. Yo, Snyder.
Wait, so on 9 it says label your Venn diagram with percent.
Okay, we're going to draw a Venn diagram in a minute. Does that make sense? Okay. So, Now, here's where you got to pay attention. This is really important. When they get into this, and this is where she's not in this class, but Smedley and I had this discussion the other day. You've got to account for what's called overlap.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I was doing that earlier.
Account for overlap. Yeah. Okay. So what you need to do is like this one. It wants male or part-time. Sorry, male or full-time. Okay, now you got to understand it is male or full-time, not male and part-time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the males. And because it's or, I'm going to add it to the full-time.
But just the females.
And then I'm going to subtract off
The female.
Wait, what?
the males that
Full-time.
and full-time. You see what I'm saying? So, watch. Now, it'll make sense. So I'm going to take the males. So the males were 225 over what? 425, right? And it's or, so I'm going to add in the full-time students. Okay, which is 300 over 425. But remember, this is male or full-time. It doesn't want the ones that are male and full-time. So you subtract them off. Well, what is male and full-time? Yeah, 175 over 425. Because these are all common denominators, all I've got to do is do my numerator, right? And I'm going to get what? What?
350.
350 over 425?
Why do you subtract the 175?
Because it doesn't want, it only wants male.
It wants one or the other.
Exactly. It doesn't want someone that satisfies them both. So it really doesn't want the area that would be where? In the middle of those two circles. Does that make sense? Yes.
So that first number, it's saying male full-time and male part-time. And then the second number is male.
No, we did just male. Total males.
Which is
225.
full-time and part-time, right?
Yes.
And then we get full-time for male and female. So when we subtract it off, we still have a male full-time.
No. These are the male full-times I'm getting rid of.
But isn't there two of them? Because you're overlapping.
No. No. Because this takes into account the females as well.
Yeah, so it's on both of them. So like, the first number is male full-time and male part-time. The second number is male full-time and female full-time.
But look. What we're doing is we're taking, and I mean you can look at this a couple of different ways, but if you look at it, I'm simply going to find the probability that I'm male. Well, that is the 225 of 425, right?
4, right?
Yeah. Then I'm going to take the probability that I'm full-time. Well, that's the 300 out of 425, right? And then I subtract off the one that is and that's the 175 over 425. There are other ways you could do this, but this is the way I'm teaching it.
Like how I did it was I just took like 300.
You could do it that way. Yeah, you could do it that way. Same answer, done a different way. Okay? And then you would find this. What is this? 82%. So let's do this. Let's see how smart we are. Let's go raisy handy for this one. 16, we're going to go female or part-time. Female or part-time. And I want it as a percent. I have 1, 2. Check that. Yes, sorry. I said part-time, didn't I? Check. I know, but we're not doing that right now. So if you have that answer, keep it for the next one. But I want female or full-time. Sorry. So we're doing 16, and I want it as a percentage. Female or full-time. So were you two still 1 and 2?
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go to 10. 7, 8, 9. One more. 10. Stoker. Alrighty. Riley. 59%? Anybody else get 59%? That's not right? What did you do, Riley?
I got 88.
It's female and part-time, right?
No.
No, we're doing the full-time.
Okay, so yeah, so that she was doing what I said, right?
Yep.
Okay, so who has 16? Yo, Flinders.
89, well, 89%.
89%. Anybody else get 89% there?
Yeah, that's what I got.
Oh, sorry, I rounded it wrong. Always, 88%.
88%.
It's alright, Brady. You don't make mistakes.
So this is what you got, Charlie? You got 88?
I got 80.
How'd you do it? Give me your math.
I went 200 over 425 plus 300 over 425 minus 125 over 425.
Yeah?
Yeah.
She right? Which gave me what?
It's not bad without the.
Which gives you 375 over 425, and then as a percentage, it's 88.
88%. Alrighty, so now everybody do 17. That's a waste of time. We already have that answer. Alrighty, so, yeah, we're like, oh. Okay, so let's do this. Do 18. Draw a Venn diagram. I need 15 hands that can take this and put it in a Venn diagram. Let's use,
Yeah, can we see the numbers?
yeah, let's do this. Let's use these. Use, yeah. Does it tell you?
Yeah.
Where?
Male in the
Oh, got you. Thank you. Yes. Yes. So go back to number 9 here to draw the Venn diagram using this.
Isn't there more than one way to write it?
No, because it wants male and part-time.
Oh.
That's why. Yeah, I did the same thing you were doing. So I have 1. Let's go for 15 hands here.
What does that mean?
Yeah, it's you. You're 1.
Do you want it in percentages or not?
No, let's go numbers. Yeah, just use the raw, 'cause then we don't have to do a bunch of calculations. You already know how to push the buttons on your calculator. Two, 3, 4, 5,
Wait, what are
6.
what are we representing?
We're drawing a Venn diagram. 7,
Of what?
male and part-time.
Oh.
8, 9, 10, 11, 4 more. Going to 15. 12, 13, 2 more, 14, uno más, 15. Alrighty, who was 6?
I was 7.
Have I not
I was 10.
mentioned that we should remember the numbers I give you, like, I don't know, 7,000 times?
I did more than that.
Okay, who's brave soul then? Alrighty, Asher, what do we got? So let's do this. I'll draw the main part. You tell me what to put in. So mine would look like this. So you tell me what you got.
Okay, so I put male on the left side.
Male over here,
And I put 225.
and you put 225 right there.
Yeah, and then I put part-time on the other side.
Okay.
And I got 125. And I got 50 in the middle.
Does anything go outside?
Female full-time.
No, it'd be what's rest of the total, right? Don't you add that up?
So, well, I got to look at it.
Well, so the female.
Okay, part-time. So no, the middle is part-time and male, right? That's this 50, right?
Oh, I see what you did.
So this should actually be what?
170.
175. So I've got to subtract. I've already taken 50 right there.
So the
Just-
female full-times are out of it?
Yeah, female full-times are out of it. That should be out here. Shouldn't there be a 125 out there? Right, so this should actually be 175, shouldn't it? And this should probably be just 75. See how you forgot to subtract that overlap off? 75. And I believe that's what it should look like, correct? Yo,
Did you make a Venn diagram that said male or part-time? instead of male and part-time?
And that wouldn't be.
Would that not be in the diagram?
You could ask the.
You wouldn't use the middle, right?
Yeah. You wouldn't. Yeah, that would be like this. There would be no overlap. Okay.
Where do we get the 125 outside?
Because these are everybody else. I had to get to 425, right? If I take that plus that, I've got to have 425. This is 300 plus that gets me to my 425 to represent all students. Okay? Now that is pretty much 1 through 8. Actually, that's a whole assignment. They're all there is 3 more of them. Yeah, everything else is the exact same. Well, there's only 4 questions. And I just did one.
There's like 4 days.
Yeah, there's 4 of these.
There's actually 30 questions though.
Well, I know, but
They're at easy.
how long did that take us?
Like 15 minutes.
25
That's a while.
Well, it's just 25 minutes.
It's about 15 minutes.
Okay, so there's 3 of those. Okay? Alrighty, now. We're going to just go right into 11.4, which is the same stuff. Now, the only difference here is that they're going to kind of present things in multiple ways, okay? Now, what they're going to have is they're going to, well, let me kind of show you what you got on. Okay, now look. Okay? This is identical to what? Yeah, literally what we just did. Just presented in a different way, right? They've given me all the data I need. All you do is fill those numbers out, right?
What's the line, like D line S percentage?
So this is going to be probability that they screamed, but didn't feel better. So I would go to the didn't feel better line, right? Okay. And that's going to be screamed and didn't feel better. That's going to be 56 divided by the probability that they screamed, which we don't have that number for yet, right? Or no, let's see.
Out of the total, right?
Yeah, so what would that be? We'd have to figure that out, right? So you got to fill this out. So this would literally be that divided by that.
That's good.
So it's basically like a division.
Yeah, yeah, if you looked at it that way.
Would it be 56 divided by didn't feel better?
No,
Or the total?
The total of didn't feel better.
The total didn't feel
Yeah, the total of different feel better. Because what this means is it means given. So like, if I do this, probability of scream given it didn't feel better. What this means is if I were to write this out in words, it would say the probability. Yeah, you guys were giving me shit the other day, right? Yeah. See how I checked that?
No, that was Charlie.
It's not point fingers.
It was everywhere.
He was doing a really good job of that. So what this really says is the probability that a student screamed yet didn't feel better.
So it'd be 56 divided by 4.
It'd be 56 divided by, this is going to be the total that what? Yeah, that didn't feel better. So you got to go and figure that out. Does that make sense? So you're going to go and fill this box in and find out what that number is, and that's what's going to go right there.
84.
It's what? 84, you've already done it? And then just do the math, and that's going to give you a percentage. Okay? Now, what I wanted to look at was this. Okay?
What are they throwing?
Items.
Going up.
This is the same thing. We're throwing things. Nobody ever.
What, I throw things, but
Yeah,
Make me feel better though.
I do 2 things. I swear and I throw shit. Okay? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
yeah.
You've all seen that meme where the kid throws his controller at the expensive TV and breaks it. Yeah, you know. So now we're gonna go over here. Okay, look at this. Okay, now I gotta go and figure out how I can find this value.
141 is 1 over 140.
No. Yo.
Isn't it? Didn't it feel better? What you do is you take your big value minus your small t to 140 minus 112. Then you'd have 28 over 140.
28 over 140.
I'm sorry, what?
Well, look, remember, these two branches have to equal that branch, right? Because they're part of that, right? These two have to be that one, right? Now, so you guys that are being jerks right now, that are really pissing me off, do this then. You're so figure that out.
I was just started
Well, look,
It's easy. You just go to the top.
you're going to go up to the top, say, well, look, I need scream, because that's my 280, right?
And the feels better and don't feel better.
Feel better, didn't feel better, right? So I'm going to use these values basically taken from this table. This is all, this whole page is all based on, this is all one problem, if you will. So look, fill that table out. Anybody figure this table out yet?
Oh, I figured out the
So you figured out the 84, right?
yeah.
Okay, what else?
Screen for feel better is 224.
This is 224.
Yes.
And the total of that is 280.
And then the don't feel better throw is 28.
Say it again.
The top one, that one, 28.
So we have all those numbers, right? Now all I got to do is I got to go and figure out which ones are going to go here. So scream, if I base it upon the one above it, what should go up here? Feel better, right? Scream and feel better, which is going to be what? No, wait a minute. Sorry, yeah. Scream and feel better. That's 224 out of
280.
out of.
280.
Oh yeah, 280. So 224 divided by 280, and this is going to be whatever's left, which is 56 out of 280, right?
Yes.
And then do the math. Oh no, they want it. They left them as fractions. They want you leaving those as fractions. Then over here, what am I going to do over here?
Do the same thing.
I'm doing this exact same thing. They're just presenting it in a different format. David.
Do we need to label that? Could be
Yeah, I would say probably. So this one, that was feel better. This is didn't feel better, right? Correct?
Correct.
And this was scream, feel better. And this was scream, didn't feel better. And I don't think you need the scream because the scream's already taken into account right there, probably, right? Okay, now over here, we've got the same exact idea, right? So what's going to go in the middle?
They threw something in. It's 112.
112. Why is it 112, Ian?
Because I just looked over to the right and.
Yeah, because the answer's right there,
Yeah.
right? I mean, what about here? What about just feel better?
28.
No,
36?
could be.
No, actually, no, it's not. I can't see it. Is it 336? It's 224.
224. Why is it 224?
Because it's the people that didn't throw something but still throw it.
We went here, right? Minused off these. Going back to that problem we did earlier, right? Because these two have to add up to all the people that felt better, right? Now what goes over here? What is it?
28? I think it's 28.
Throw, just
28.
What is it?
28.
28. Why?
Because it's the people that Through things and still didn't feel better.
Exactly.
Okay, gosh.
Because remember, this middle part is through and felt better, right?
Yeah.
So then this has to be the people that threw and
Didn't feel better.
did not feel better. What's going outside?
It's the people
Everyone
that
else.
didn't throw up and didn't feel sick.
No.
What's the total?
The people that did not scream that didn't feel better.
Just minus it off from the total, right?
Yeah,
Just
minus
everyone
the
in that
56.
minus the
Minus
total.
I can't see the table.
I know, because it won't fit on this freaking sheet anymore to
Oh,
do
no,
them both.
Right there. It's all
Minus
right
the
there.
56.
Yeah,
It's
it's
people
right
that
there.
screamed and didn't feel better.
Yeah,
So 56.
56.
But I think you could have done it the other way, right? Added all them up and subtract from 420 would have still got 56, right?
Yeah, that's what I did. Is that the whole assignment?
That's
Or
it.
another one?
No, that's it.
It's just one side.
There's 4 of these. They're all the exact same question.
Oh, maybe.
I mean, here's the second one. Here's the second one. Does that not look just like that one? Yeah, here's the third one. Does it not look just like that one? And here's the fourth one, and I believe it looks the exact same thing. Yes.
When you get one exercise, that's just like the total.
Yes.
Okay, right. So the same
total
question, that would be 420.
You good?
Well, I was just waiting. Are we good or not? Okay, who else hasn't taken the test besides these two? Because we're checking it Wednesday no matter what. Okay, today. Perfect. Questions? Get busy. Who was working? Your Chromebook was open? You had your Chromebook open while I was teaching?
I wasn't looking at it. I was looking at the
What's my rule, Preston? No, what's my rule?
keep it closed. I was looking at the graph because I couldn't see it.
That's weak. Weak. You're gonna lie to me. You better come up with a better answer than that.
That's the graph.
Okay, get busy.
Spent $50 on it. So we just sent it.